Universal Basic Income, UBI. What most people that can hear this message need to understand is that you were born into this system that you currently know and exist within. This system you had to be trained into. It was not natural to you. Money had to be taught to you. How the money system works had to be taught to you. How jobs work, how the markets work, how money moves, who gets money and who doesn't get money, fairness. All of this had to be taught to you. When you were born, you weren't born with a wallet. There wasn't a wallet that came with you. You did not have to get paid to learn as a child that was just born. You naturally learned. You did not have to get paid to learn to walk or to learn to speak or to learn to do anything as a child. You did all of those things naturally. You didn't get paid or were given money to develop yourself as a child. No one paid you for that. No one told you, okay, I'm going to give you money if you learn to walk today. I'm going to give you money if you learn to eat properly today. Naturally, humans are not born lazy. And the biggest argument people have is that if we have a UBI, a universal basic income, then people will be lazy. And people are lazy. Well, guess what? You weren't born that way. Alright? Money and getting money for your actions was taught to you. It was taught to you out of fear because you need money in this world system to buy food, basic needs. There are still societies, ancient cultures that exist in this world that exist without money. You can't tell me they're all lazy and just sitting around. I mean, they have to eat somehow, they have to build houses somehow, they have to live somehow, and you can't do that through being lazy. And they don't have money systems. They live in the Amazon rainforests, they live in Africa, Congo forest. You have all these tribes and island people that show us that you don't need money to be motivated. So, the arguments that we use is based on what we've been brainwashed within this current system. You had to be trained into what you think is a good system today. It did not come naturally. That's why you go to school for 12 to 13 years, because they know that they're teaching you something that's completely unnatural. It's not natural. I mean, children are born 100% fine. And after 5 years of their life, they start showing problems because now they have to start learning about the system. They have to start learning already about what's money, how do you buy things, how do you get money. I mean, I have a 5-year-old son, I know this. So I know what I'm talking about. And my son does 50,000 things a day, from building with Legos, from going outside and constructing tents and houses. You know what? I don't pay him a dime for any of that work. It comes naturally to do things, to express, to live. But because we live in a system where all your natural creativity is suppressed and you have to work for money and do jobs and things that you really don't want to do, and that is universally actually useless, you start getting depressed. You start getting lazy because you can see and feel that the system you live in is slowly but surely just sucking the life out of you so that others can live with the billions they have at the top. So others can express and live freely, while you, us, the majority, have to simply be slaves. So you can't go by the argument of people are lazy, because if you go back to the natural state of the human, we work, we live, we express without money ever being a factor until it is taught to us. It's something that's taught. It's not something that's natural. So, if we want to implement a UBI, a universal basic income, then it is only us who have been brainwashed that needs to overcome our brainwashing. And I understand that's what everyone's fear is, because everyone fears that if there's suddenly just money given to you monthly, then you might become lazy. You might show your real face, that what you've been doing your whole life you didn't enjoy, and you've been lying to everyone that you enjoy what you're doing. So we're actually just fearing our own lies that might be exposed through having money received. But the children that will grow up and be born into a system such as that, they will not be lazy. They will be trained into a system like that and to function and give within a system like that. And in fact, you might see society blossom because your child at the age of 5, 6, 7 that you can see is alive, full of energy, full of learning, full of creativity, will actually be able to continue into life with that creativity, with that energy, with that spontaneous learning ability that comes naturally. Instead of it being killed, dumbed down, destroyed through a stupid education system that programs you, brainwashes you into how things should and should not be. So let's go back to common sense and let's look at the reality of our childhood. Don't deny your childhood. Don't deny who you were. Don't deny what you wanted to do. And be honest with yourself. You weren't lazy. You weren't paid to do anything as a child. Yet you did everything you have done. So don't discredit yourself. Don't discredit others. Let's be real about who we were and who we have become, and why are we denying a universal basic income to the generations to come, to the restoration and protection of our planet, and to heal us as the older generation from the brainwashing, so that we can also become alive again. Thank you.